Chapter 12. Duality.
Once upon a time, there was a time where we split once into twice, since once is no time, if that's all you see. Well, twice starts at once, and once begins once everything is being done. At that turn, this once is compared to what? Once and once again, in a time without turn. Absurd. So there was once, twice. Alas, I gave birth to duality. What is more correct? Carrying goodness inside evil, or carrying evil inside goodness? The first part of this question inspires a happy ending. The second inspires falsehood. But in the first one, the evil takes up more space. For evil to contain goodness, it must be greater. And in the second one, goodness takes up the most space. Here's the description of the universe. The peacock that shows its feathers, the lion that roars loudly, the female who is delicate, the male who is brave, the new moon that seems to disappear, the full moon that claims to be special, the shopkeeper who puts up a mirror for his store to look bigger, the seller who cheated the inattentive, the buyer who gets a good deal, the hero of the movie that saves the world, and the villain who plays dead. Everyone deceives everyone. Everything is a fraud, but without prejudice, for there is a certain magic in this encounter. If it's a swaying to here and there, then it's like dancing. A peasant departs quicker from the mouth of a nobleman than a peasant leaves the field. A nobleman departs quicker from the mouth of a peasant than a nobleman leaves a palace. It is easy to count a cloud in a clear sky. It is difficult to count a cloud in an overcast sky. Therefore, to see the good or the bad, it all depends on the eyes of the beholder. The fewer friends you have, the less you deal with death, for one is not in funerals. The fewer enemies you have, the less you deal with death, for one is not in wars. But, without friends or enemies, it's like you're dead. For my legs, it's good to walk a lot, and for me, it's painful to feel the calluses. For my eyes, it's wrong to look at the sun, and for me, it's nice enjoying the sunset. With its roots and leaves, the plants look for water and sun. The more they grow, the more they expose themselves, but good are the tender lettuces. Rocks are eroded by wind and water, those are their enemies. Then they are transported by wind and water, those are their friends. It's enough to have one or the other, to have one, and the other. Being a friend, is to value, and valuing enmity, is to be, friends twice. If the white color, is the mixture of all electromagnetic frequencies, of the visible spectrum. If the white light, is what illuminates all shapes and exposes all colors. Then, let me be the red of passion and anger. The yellow of happiness and decay, the green of protection and envy, the blue of serenity and hierarchy. If we want to be white light, we'll have to be all that we're entitled to, which is the whole spectrum of knowledge, which is illuminated because it is visible. If I'm not permitted to be all these colors, then I will be a shadow. The behavior of a species is the description of the behavior of the majority. The existence of exceptions is evident. This is, of course, a good thing. Those are the minorities. There is a need for loose ends in all things. If by chance, the majority's properties don't validate, there is always an escape to another evolutionary branch. The minority can become the majority and the established, in the moment the majority established now, doesn't adapt itself to changes in the environment that contains it. When life goes well, it's good to give. And to give, you must have. When life goes wrong, it's good to hang on. And to hold on, you have to let go. Give, but have. Hold on, but let go. This observation seems contradictory, but contradictory conclusions are conclusive descriptions, and all theories are mute noise. One can say that what I say is that we are insignificant and nothing is really worth it. But that's not what I say. What I say is that we are all zeros, but that even so, it's all worth it. What I describe is a duality, self-referential and cyclically fractalizing. To destroy is to build upside down. To build is to destroy in reverse. We all have good and bad dividends of each other. In the end, everyone is everyone. To really understand a concept, it is necessary to know what it is, and what it is not. This statement of mine is a concept. By having no discussions with peers, be it with the self, or with other people, there will be no concepts to distill. Why is it possible to question inside our minds about ourselves? Could it be for dreaming unveiled, that makes me suspicious upon waking? Makes us self-aware, remembering the dream in casual life. Dreaming is a natural practice for awareness to awaken. To have a human identity, there must be other humans. For reality, there will have to be another dream. For the night, there must be the day. For wakefulness, there must be sleep. For the concept of concept, there will have to be the concept of non-concept. Here's one more concept granted, but this problem is not easy. To be extreme is not that weird, not even that rare or in some way special. The strangest thing is to be the middle. But it's not just any middle. If it's not the absolute center, it's just another extreme. The unfailingly precise center is absolute. It is the axis that controls all extremes. This axis has only one side, but turns to all quarters. That center is being neutral, but it's not just any neutrality. It doesn't lock, but opens because it turns everywhere. It spins. Looks at everything and serves everyone, because it feels what comes. Attention. It's not just any neutrality. If it's any neutrality, it's an extreme. Now that you've thought about a fine and delicate axis, think of a coarse and crude one.
Thank you for listening to the end. Support this work if you liked it. You can buy the book on Amazon, where you can download the digital copy and have the physical book delivered to your address. Look for seasonal promotions and discounts.